criminal justice, healing, education.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, however, or whenever you are listening and or watching. You guys should know me by now, but if you don't, I am the lovely host of this podcast we call Morning Mimosas, Holly Berry, where we empower the Black and minority communities through wellness, justice, and wisdom. Guys, today's episode is going to be an amazing one because, just like we cook on this show, our guest does the same, and I love it. I think I clicked with that one too, right? Guys, that's me just trying to be relatable to the youth. So if you didn't find that funny, oh well, I hee hee ha ha, I laugh at my own jokes. But before we get the episode started, we're gonna play just one commercial from our lovely partners at Canels Crafts and Harley Hendricks.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening. It is Auntie Harley. I am the owner of Ganelle's Crafts, where we make handmade crochet items from our family to yours. There are two ways that you can get a handmade item from Ganelle's Crafts, and I'm going to tell you about them. The first way, and the easiest way, is to just pick from our available now inventory. We have items like this awesome floppy hat and other items that are available as is, ready for sale immediately. However, you might want something a little bit more custom, like this beautiful red dress. No problem, we got you. You would just fill out an order form, also located on our Instagram page, and we will complete your order. Something to note about a custom order is that custom orders are to be paid for in full before we get started, so we can get the materials for you and we can pay the laborer ahead of their labor. If you mention Morning Mimosas at the end of your checkout or at any point during your purchase, you get $10 off your total. So shout out to Holly for that continued partnership and support. If you want to place an order with Ganelle's Crafts, we are open year round. There are only 2 months of the year where we do not take orders. July, because me, the owner, that's my birthday, and December, where we honor our fallen sister and the name of our company, Ganelle Crafts. Other than that, order away. We are available now. Have a great day.
As you guys know, that is our lovely partner, Harley Hendricks and Canals Crafts. Please, they are currently open, so please order from them today. Guys, you guys know how we like to do it here on Morning Mimosas. You guys know how we like to welcome our guests. So please, please help me welcome Chef Bella B. But y'all know how we like to welcome our guests, right? Just like this.
Yay!
Y'all, I be jamming after that, and I'll be like, hey, come back, y'all, come back. But welcome, welcome,
Thank
welcome, welcome
you.
to our show today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This is awesome. So I'm so happy to be here. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Absolutely. So before we get the episode started, as you guys know, we like to, even though this episode is about her and her wonderful business, we want her to talk about herself because here at Morning Mimosas, we care about the human first, because for some reason everybody else forgets that. So please, 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 Chef Bella B, please tell the folks of Morning Mimosas about yourself.
Well, my name is Rebecca Morgan, aka Chef Bella B. Um, I am born Cali, way of Utah, way of Atlanta, and now reside here in Denver, Colorado. Um, I am a mother, sister, daughter, and friend. Um, and I don't know, I'm just all things positive, really. Um, I've been in Colorado for a little over a decade now. So this is where I started my business. This is where I've been doing the things with my business, and this is where the business is growing. So yeah, that's
Thank you so
all.
much for introducing. We appreciate that. So, like I said, we have 5 questions for you, and the first one, and they're I'm trying to figure out how to explain this. Like, they're specific topic questions. There you go. So, the first one is the entrepreneurial journey. Building a private dining and corporate catering business takes serious grit.
Mm.
What was the biggest leap of faith that you had to take early on when launching Chef Bella B LLC?
Um, Honestly, it was just starting it. I walked away from a 9 to 5. I walked away from a kitchen because I was tired of being overworked and underpaid. And it's a male dominated industry. Um, Even though shout out to all my women in this industry, there's a lot of us and there's a lot of talented females in this industry, but it is a male dominated industry, especially when you get into these um, commercial kitchens. I just got tired. I got tired. And so that was probably one of the hardest decisions I had to make because you're giving up your sense of security and you're giving up that sense of getting a check every 2 weeks and you're just relying on you. You are your bread and butter. So that was probably one of the hardest decisions I had to make. And I just had a baby. So I had to figure it out. Absolutely. So yeah.
And that you did, guys. She won an award earlier this year via the African Chamber of Commerce. And you think I wasn't going to mention that? So please, if you are watching, please in the comments give her a huge congratulations on that. It was beautiful watching her win that earlier this year. So we're going to go ahead and go on to the next question. So thank you for answering that. The next
Yeah.
question pertains to mental health and wellness in the kitchen. You touched on that a little bit, but we're going to go a little bit deeper. Between long hours, high clientele expectations, running a business, the kitchen can get intense fast. How do you practice self care and protect your mental well being when stress starts piling up?
Wow. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still working on that. Um, Being in the kitchen, it's a very intense environment. Um, in the kitchen and in the industry, everybody has their vice that they run to. But I really don't really have one like that. But um, I think it's just slowing down. I mean, even now, I feel like it's slowing down and just giving yourself grace. What's been very important for me and just I'm overwhelmed with just gratitude is my circle, just the circle of people that I've surrounded myself with. Like having people around you who believe in you just as much as you believe in yourself is so important. They love on you. When it's time for me to, when they can see that I'm getting overwhelmed or I'm getting stressed out, um, they always take a moment and they always, you know what I mean? Like I take a moment, breathe. I need you to, you know what I mean? My head's down most of the time. My head is down because I always know that there is something more that I can be doing or there's something that can be improved. And sometimes it's hard to lift my head up and kind of look around and really appreciate everything that I've already built or building. So having people around me that constantly pour into me, constantly love on me, constantly tell me, hey, girl, you need to stop, breathe, have a moment, it's super important. I think that's what helps me with my mental when it comes to the kitchen because it's very, very stressful, but it's very rewarding at the same time. So my circle, and then I just think the result and the aftermath of my work with my clients and my customers, like seeing people be overjoyed with what I've created on their special day or their special occasion or just because also just reminds me of my why and why I'm doing this. And that also kind of it woo-saws me every now, every now and then. But yeah, so really just having a village and a community.
That is so true. And I just want to shout out to her village because, yeah, she is definitely succeeding in everything that she's doing. So I'm thankful that you have that to fall back on.
Thank you,
The next
love.
question, absolutely. The
Mm,
next question has to do with the power of gathering. You emphasize that food is about genuine hospitality and connection. In a
mm.
world where people are so busy, how do you see curated dining experiences helping restore connection in our communities?
Um, with the way the world is going right now, I feel like we are all just craving connection. And I think the art of connection has kind of got lost with, with a multitude of events, COVID, the rise of AI and of sorts, political, all that stuff. So I think we're just missing humanizing things again and humanizing each other. And when you think about any great monumental event that's ever happened, it's happened over food. It's happened with a meal. It's happened with breaking bread. So I feel like that's where we need to get back to, and that's how I can do my part in humanizing the human connection again is through food. So I try my best and do my best to do that with every event that I have. Just small details, anything just to humanize it and for us to have a connection to where we can sit down and just breathe for a minute and just kind of savor the moment that we're having, whether it's the food you're eating or whether it's the conversation you're listening to or having. It's just humanizing the human connection again. And I like to do that and love to do it through food.
I absolutely love that, like the Sunday dinners, and yeah, I love that. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So the next one is about flavors and styling. So
Mm.
your style displays are practically works of art. Where do you draw inspiration when you come up with bold new flavor pairings and visual concepts for your spreads?
Um, I'm gonna say I've always been like a weird flavor person. So like I'm salt savory and sometimes sweet savory. Um, I don't know. I just always liked experimenting. It's almost like being a scientist when it comes to flavors. And then you draw inspiration, obviously, from cultures that you're around, and the ingredients and the spices and the herbs and the things that they use. And then also my fellow chefs that also cook around me. I draw a lot of inspiration from other people, and I love learning from other people. And I mean, I there's just a list of people that I can rattle off, but um, they help me be better, and I feel like that's what the chef community should be all about. Is just us making each other better. So, um, and I just like pretty things. I like pretty things. So I want to make you feel like you're getting this extravagant 8-star experience, and that you don't have to break an arm and leg, and toe and pinky to get it. Like you deserve to feel special. You deserve to have luxury as well. Um, so I draw inspiration from the things around me, really.
Absolutely love that. I love how you eloquently stated that. That was really, really beautiful.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. So we're down to, I am going to ask you one more question. This is technically our final question, but I have one more after this. So this has to do with curating the vibe.
Mm.
If you were hosting the ultimate Saturday morning brunch with a glass of mimosa in hand, what three non negotiable elements or dishes would be on that menu?
Non-negotiable. I think we would have to have a classic chicken and waffles. We would have to have a classic chicken and waffles. Um, I think that I would have we would have to have fresh fruit. Have to have fresh fruit. And I would even go as far as making like a nice little honey mint fruit salad type of
That sounds
deal.
so
Because
that
I'm going
sounds
to
so good.
I'm gonna put my little spin on it. Um and then we would have to some type of scrambled egg, or we could do like a nice little egg scramble with, the peppers, the onions, and of the sorts. Maybe a little bit of feta cheese. Um, and then we have to have some type of protein. I know everybody's, on the swine, but might have a little bacon. We could throw some turkey bacon if you want. We could throw some turkey bacon. I know beef bacon has been real popular now, so we could, a little bacon, a little sausage. Um, and you know what? For me, I'm gonna say a smoked salmon lox. I'm definitely gonna throw a lox in there. I know a lot of people
Yes,
be
ma'am.
on the fence with it, but I'm gonna throw it in there for sure. I'm gonna throw it in there for sure. Um,
Yes.
and then I think maybe like a pancake or a waffle. I mean, I know we have it with the chicken and waffles, but I mean, just some people are not big waffles, so maybe throw a pancake in there. Um, Yeah, I'm real simple. You know what? Actually, scratch the pancake. I totally forgot about the breakfast potatoes.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
I'm tripping. Breakfast potatoes for sure.
Yes.
Breakfast potatoes for sure. That's it. That's all we need. That is all we need.
That is the perfect brunch. You know what? I need to hire her to do a morning mimosas brunch for me, guys. Because she literally described everything I would want to put in there. So you and
Oh,
I
good.
definitely need to have you and I definitely need to sit down and have a chat. But my final question for you is just tell the morning mimosa viewers something that maybe something personal that you would want them to know about why you started your food journey in the first place.
Um, Honestly, I stumbled into food. I haven't always done food. I was an athletic tomboy girl, so I I ran track. And honestly, that was my dream, was to be an Olympic runner. Um, and then, God, universe has just crazy ways of doing things. I injured myself. I tore my ACL. And after that, it wasn't the same going back. And I really stumbled into cooking. My mom's a single parent. I have little brothers, and she used to have me start dinner. And I just got fascinated with, I can take the same six seasonings, and if I apply them and I layer them differently, I can change and discover different flavor palettes and flavor profiles. So after that, I just was cooking, and then when I really found out that I could go to school full time, like for cooking, like they had culinary schools, it was over. I went to culinary school and I've been in the industry ever since. Um, and I fell in love with it. So I always find it funny because it's not what I wanted to do. I really did stumble into this passion. So, and I don't know if it's always been in me. I just needed something to happen to ignite it. But ever since then, I've been doing it, and I just keep going. So, So keep
And I'm
going.
glad. Oh, I am. And I'm glad that you're here. Seriously. Okay, I know I said that that was the last question, but this is more pertaining to how can the viewers of Morning Mimosas book you, reach out to you, follow you on social media? How can we get that information so they can I can bring you some guests, some
Oh,
customers, and
so I do
some
have a
viewers.
website, www.chefbellabkitchen.com. You can book there. You can book a call with me and we'll have a consultation. Um, Social media, Instagram, I'm Chef Bella B. That's it, just Chef Bella B. Um, that's really my main ones right now. It's really Chef Bella B across pretty much all platforms, but those are my main ones as of right now. I am in the thick of a rebrand, which will be launching in September. Um, but you can still book me. I'm still working, obviously. I'm just giving myself a nice little facelift. That is all. But yeah, you can contact me there. Um, yeah, so book your girl.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. That was Miss Chef Bella B, real name Miss Rebecca Morgan. Guys, today's episode was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for being on the show today. We certainly hope to have you on a different episode. Maybe an episode of you cooking for us, or maybe
Yeah,
like one of
that
those
would be
little,
fun.
or a private dinner episode. I feel like that one would be really, really dope. I would definitely pay for that. That yeah, we
We gotta talk. We gotta
uh
talk.
light bulbs, flashing, 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 flashing. But guys, once again, thank you so much for being on the show today. It was an honor to have you on our platform. Guys, we're gonna get out of here. Okay. As you guys know, this is Morning Mimosas, where we empower the Black and minority community through wellness, justice, and wisdom. We will see you guys later. Ta ta.